Let's start with AWS IAM. Imagine it as the security guard for AWS, who gets in, who stays out, and who has VIP access. It ensures that only the right people get permission to access resources. Without IAM, managing security would be like letting anyone into your house without checking their ID. I'm Amelia James, a technology expert with 13 plus years of experience designing and delivering human resource management systems that actually work for people. I specialize in building scalable integrated HR platforms that streamline processes, enhance employee experience, and give leadership real-time, actionable insights. Think of AWS access keys like your credit card details. Only trusted people and systems should have them. If someone gets hold of them, they can make transactions on your behalf, and that's a disaster waiting to happen. Managing access keys properly is key to preventing security nightmares. Let's talk security best practices, kind of like changing your passwords and locking your doors. Rotate keys frequently, use IAM roles when possible, and never reuse old keys. And of course, always keep an eye on logs to catch any suspicious activity before things get messy. Why reset a secret key? It's simple. Sometimes we lose them, sometimes they get leaked, and sometimes it's just good housekeeping. Imagine leaving your house key outside every night. Not a great idea, right? Regularly refreshing access keys keeps AWS resources safe and sound. Creating a new access key is easier than making a cup of coffee. Log in, go to IAM, generate a key, store it safely, and deactivate the old one. Just don't leave it lying around like a sticky note with your password. Using the AWS console is like using a friendly interface. It's all point and click. Just navigate to IAM, generate a fresh key, and don't forget to retire the old one. Think of it like swapping an expired credit card for a new one. For those who prefer the command line, AWS CLI is the way to go. One simple command and boom, new access key created. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Store it safely. Using AWS API is like automating the process. It's great for developers who want full control. Generate a key, store it safely, and retire the old one. Just don't get carried away generating too many keys. We've all got that one drawer filled with old keys, some from doors we don't even remember. Well, access keys are no different. First, identify the ones you're not using. Before deactivating, check for dependencies because surprises are fun, except in security. Use a phased approach so nothing breaks overnight, and always have backups. Otherwise, you might end up like me trying to unlock a door with a spoon. Unused access keys are like those old membership cards in your wallet. You never use them, but they're still hanging around. Identify the ones you don't need. Confirm they're not secretly running your entire system and delete them securely. And of course, keep logs, because one day someone will ask, hey, what happened to that key? And you don't want your answer to be us. Think of this like changing the batteries in your remote. You gotta do it, but you need to make sure it still works after. Create new keys securely, update your application settings, and then test. Finally, inform your team. Because nothing says disaster like a teammate still using the old keys while everyone else moved on. Think of monitoring access keys like keeping an eye on your fridge. Make sure nothing expired, no one's sneaking in at midnight, and everything is where it should be. Regularly check usage logs, set alerts for anything suspicious, rotate keys to stay secure, and limit access. Because not everyone needs to know where the dessert is. Strong policies make strong security. Define clear rules for access keys, otherwise it's chaos. Use least privilege so people only access what they need. Automate expiration to avoid manual headaches, and regularly audit policies, because what worked last year might be outdated today. MFA is like double locking your door. It adds a layer of security. Require MFA everywhere, educate users so they don't complain about extra steps, implement it across all accounts, and monitor compliance. Trust me, a little inconvenience now is better than a major security headache later. Mistakes happen, but these are ones to dodge. Never hardcode keys, because that's practically an invitation to hackers. Rotate keys regularly, monitor activity so no one's misusing access, And don't hand out excessive permissions like free candy at Halloween. Troubleshooting can feel like detective work. Where did things go wrong? Start with logs, verify permissions, try regenerating new keys if needed, and never hesitate to check documentation or ask for help. Because sometimes, even experts need a second opinion. Security isn't a set it and forget it kind of thing. Regularly review best practices, train your team so they don't create vulnerabilities, automate where possible, and always stay updated. Because the world of cybersecurity moves fast and we want to stay ahead. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us.